Hi everyone, welcome to our call. I hope you can hear me well. So today, we will continue our the third session regarding the Windows 8.1 updates. So we will talk about Windows 8.1 tiles and notifications. So my name is Ibrahim and I'm working in Middle East and Africa developer and platform evangelism team. So my role is focusing on Windows 8 application 8.1 development side. So here is my blog address. You can go there and you can access all other sessions, the previous the 3 sessions, and at the same time you can ask any question through my Twitter address, the iKivanch, and this is the same thing with my email address as well, iKivanch@microsoft.com. You can ask anytime any single question. So let me see, is there any question? So the question is, Merhaba Kıvanç. So this today it will be technical and coding or just intro. It will be the both. First of all, I will introduce what we have on Windows 8.1, and we will continue with our existing sample from our prior event, prior call, and then we will continue there. So basically I have less slide, just 10 slides or something like that, just basically giving the idea about why we need tiles and what they do. So here's my blog address. As I mentioned before, just go there and grab all the the resources, and at the same time I prepared the Windows 8 roadmap, the development roadmap. So if you have just started developing Windows 8 applications, please go there and just check the all roads in order to have a really high quality application. At the same time, we will have lots of events as well. This will be a 10 event series. So you can access through this address, the aka.ms/win8 online sessions. So then you can access the all other video links and also all other session details. So basically I will talk about the tiles and notifications. As with Windows 8 we have a new user interface. This user interface designed for the touch use first. At the same time you can use with your laptop and also the keyboard and also mouse. So here it is. This is a screenshot from my start screen, and there, as you can see, there are some tiles, looks like square, little square tiles, the medium square tiles and also big square tiles. At the same time we have white tiles. As you can see, some of them contains data on top of that. Some of them that has badges, numbers. We call it the badge. The badge is helping to you how many updates do you have in that application, or if there is a mention to you on the Twitter, you can see the notification without opening the application. Whenever you check this application or check this start screen, it looks like a dashboard, right? So you are just accessing all information regarding to you without opening those applications. If there is an email, you can get it. If there is a mention on the Twitter, you can get it. Same thing with the Facebook on people's side. Same thing with the calendar, or same thing with the weather. The main concept is if there is something special for you, if it is related with you, so we are just popping up at the start screen. And this might be related with your live ID when you are logged into this operating system, or at the same time you can enter your own credentials Twitter or Skype or something like that, some other applications, and after that it can be connected and it can provide you some really cool information and necessary information to you. So the main idea is this one. So showing the people what they really need without opening an application. This connects to the user to your application. If there is something new for them, so they can easily get an idea through their the live tiles, and then they can get more details, and also they can organize them and personalize them. This is not I won't go to more details on the user experience side. So So we have 4 different types of tiles on our start screen. Like as I mentioned, for one is like the big square tile, we call it like a large tile. And we have wide tile, like, which is like, wider, and also like, 2 times of like these, like the square tiles. And also we have small tiles, this is coming with 8.1 as well. And we have also like the medium sized tiles. These are like the t-shirt sizes, right? So like, you are just picking whatever you wish or whatever you need, and you are putting on your start screen. Like here, we can have like more details on the top of that, or at the same time, like, you can get in here like this, or if you don't need them, you can just, link like this, like, just the icons. At the same time, you can get more details with the help of the photos or something like that. There are really much more flexibility on that side. So like the basic, this is just a kind of like the all templates on Windows 8 and 8.1 applications. Like this is just the, concept of how can we represent the data on our tiles. This is just, the white tile, to think about. This is the same thing with like the medium tile, like this, like the square one, at the same time like the large tiles. So as you see, like, there are some numbers or there are some signs like this, like if it is music, like, you can show it if it is playing or not. Like if it is a chatting application, you can show the status, busy, available or not available. Like, this is the way of to show it. But whenever you have a look at that, it has like the different types of selects, like just the photographs and like the badges, or the multiple photographs at the same time, or photographs with the tags, or just the plain text, like with the icons. There are much more options, there are much more flexibility on that side. So whenever you get these kind of opportunities, think about your application and think about, how can you create a real value with using these templates. And like in this session also, we will have a look at those templates and how can we integrate into our existing application. This will be today's main topic. So you will leave this session with how can you integrate the live tile into your existing application, how can you modify your tiles in your application. At the same time, how can you integrate toast notification into your application. So we will leave with lots of capabilities. Like as I mentioned before, if you have any question, please just let me know. At the same time, we call it the live tiles. You can show more than one update at the same time. It can flip and it can show it at the start screen. As you see, tiles are changing and you are just providing more data to your users. So this is so important, and this is really nice concept to connect with the user. So for example, in here, so we have a different concept of the tile. We call it the secondary tile. Let's say you are using a finance application, but you just wanted to get more details regarding to your stock. For example, I will select my finance application, I will open it, and I will look for example, Microsoft stock. So as you see, here is the stock, and I will go there. So what can I do is, I really wanted to get more details regarding this stock. So what I will do is I will right click, I will open the application bar, and I will pin to start. As you see, whenever I click there are some options. I can use small tile just for going to this page, coming to this page, or a tile is bigger and they're having some data on the top of that. And at the same time, I can have white tile, and also I can have the square tile, and also I can change the name of it with what will appear here. So I pin on my start screen, and it is here right now, as you see. So my finance application is here. So the good thing is whenever I click my finance applications, for example, if it is here, I will go to my start screen. But whenever I click my Microsoft tile, the secondary tile, it will directly go to the Microsoft site. So the same concept like ESPN application. like, ESPN application is providing lots of data regarding to like all kind of sports. But what I'm really looking for is like the NBA news, like the basketball news, and which is, very, very little here. For example, in here, or, there are less, but, I cannot see in the pages in the home screen. What I will do is I just wanted to only get NBA news. So I right click again. So here's the navigation bar. I will go to NBA. And the good thing is, whenever I go to here, I will get only NBA application, NBA game updates. So again, I will swipe from here. As you see, there is a like pin to start function as well. So what I will do is I will add into my start screen. So I added it. So as you see, it is here. So, I can move it, or I can, change position, or I can change the size of it. So this is really good thing. Whenever I wanted to get more details regarding to ESPN NBA, I will just click there, and then, I will come to here. So this is just a good example, with this feature, I am just personalizing this application for just the user. So I can use however I wish. Like if I'm interested in golf or something like that, I can get more detail. Like as I mentioned before, there are like this like variety of the choices, like the changing the tire sizes or something like that if it is supporting. So like you can get a kind of really nice dashboard when you look at your start screen. So this is just the one update. So what I will do is I'm just telling this use cases to you, because you can replicate the same concepts, the way of the user experience providing through your application. So if you have an application which can have the lots of categories, you can use these kind of features as well. So at the same time, like on the secondary tiles, so you can provide some data on the top of that. So think about it, like we will see some samples in the coming minutes. So here is the the toast notification templates. Whenever you plug your USB onto your PC on your Windows 8, you will see on the top of right there will be a pop-up screen. So like these kind of toast pop-ups is helping you to connect with your application. For example, think about it. If your application is not running, like the Twitter, if I will have a mention, it will appear in here. So this means, I don't have to be like on the start screen every single time. So for example, whenever I work something on my desktop, if I'm doing my coding or if I'm doing my Excel stuff on my desktop, so, I can use that thing. So I can get an information and I can go there directly. So this is just a good news. So at the same time, like whenever I click there, I can go to the detail. I can go to that application as well. So we have some templates for the toast notifications. We can use it in here as well. So the last but not least, we have push notifications. Especially we will cover this thing in our Azure Mobile Services session end of this series. So in that series, we will have a really look at on a really deep level how can we create a push notification service for our application and connect our existing application in there. So this is just the basic, the information, and I just wanted to go to the details right now, like on code side. So if you have any question, just let me know. I would be really happy to, to answer those questions. So, the idea, as I mentioned before, it's so simple. The tiles are the first door of your application. Like, for example, if I have any, as you see, any update on my Twitter, I can get it here, or I can get the lots of data or lots of information regarding to my application. Just try to give this experience through your application as well. So if you will go back, on our last sessions, we developed an application. So let me open that application as well. So this application is for just a photography application, if you remember. So let me go back to the details. So we haven't completed all the applications. As we mentioned before, we will just integrate these features step by step, and we will provide this thing in our sessions. So let me go to call series shortcut and let me open the slides there. So the application will look like it will be a photo application. It will contain lots of data, lots of groups inside of that. And after that, we can go to the details. Application will look like this. And in that session, we will group all of them. And after that, whenever I click to group, I will go to group. Or if I go to the details, whenever I click there, I will go to the details side. So what can we do is we can build this detail page right now. So let's see where we left. We just introduce how can we create a data source inside of our application, as a static one, a dummy class for our application. And after that, we put just a grid view, in order to represent this data in our application. And then we just displayed it there. And also we have used the item templates for that, and we just presented as a photography photo book like that. So for example, here, this is our application. We built this in a very less seconds. So what will we do is, we will continue on this sample. So basically, I will integrate whenever I click here. I just wanted to go to the next page, and after that, we will integrate live tiles into these samples. So maybe this session might be more than the 1 hour. So please let me know if you have any questions. So we can easily integrate there. So please don't hesitate to ask any question. So right now I will integrate very quickly a new detail page for our application, and then after that we will have a look at the live tile samples and tile samples, and we will integrate into our application. So what I will do is this will be my main page. I need to have a detail page. In order to do that, I will right click, add a new item. In this new item, I will add a new blank page or basic page. Blank page is the empty page. There is nothing inside of that. The basic page is there is a button, back button, and then there's a title. Most probably I will go with the basic page. So I select this one and I will say that detail page. So when it is the loading, I need to put some data inside of it, in order to represent my application. In order to save the time, what we will do is I will change this title by the programmatically on the code behind side. Whenever we open any photo, we will go there and I will display the title of that photo, and at the same time I will have a grid in here in order to show the users the photo details. So what can I do is I can copy and paste my real code, or we can just do it directly in here. It is all up to you. So what I will do is I will just copy my existing code and paste it to here. But what can we do is, again, we can put an image in here, from here, and we can drag and drop. We can put this thing into a grid or something like that. We can put some text boxes inside of that. At the end of the day, we will have a grid like this. So which will have data inside of that. So let me go there. Here it is. So this is my the grid detail. So I will make it smaller. Here it is. Like in here, so we have some objects inside of it. For example, like images here. So what I will do is I will make it smaller. And on the right side, I have a panel. Like that panel contains some data inside of that. So I will move to the left side. Like the title, like city and country name. Like, in order to save the time, I'm just copying and pasting in here, like in order to focus on live as only. So here it is. So basically what I did is, this is my grid detail, like all the grid is here, and like, my image is here, my image object name is detail image. And at the same time, like, I'm binding the source in here. I haven't, attached like that source yet. But, what I will do is, I will just, show in here, like, my URL, my photo URL. For example, in here, title, like my text is title, but below that title, there's another text box, which is binding my title in here. Same thing for the city, like below that city, like the text box, there's a city, and I'm binding city. So there's a country, and I'm binding that country as well. I haven't done like the binding yet, or just assigning that source yet, but this will be our template. There will be a photo, there will be detail, and we will change the title. So do you have any questions so far? So there is one question. Let me check it. Can you hear me right now? There is one comment. The sound is not going. So can you hear me? So let me check it. Yes, they can hear you. I guess there is a problem on your side. I guess there's a problem. Video and sound quality is a problem. I guess we are doing it on the live meeting, but it is just using the minimum requirements for all the people who have no really quality internet access. So I hope you can get the details there. That at least I will record all of them, and you can check it through the YouTube channel as well. So you can see my screen, I guess, right now. Okay, there is another comment on my voice. So I hope you can hear me well right now. So basically, what I will do is, this is just my template, and I just bind it in here, and I will move to another one as well. Okay. So basically, this is just the main place. Like this is just a detail page. Whenever we go to the main page, and whenever we select anything there, so any photo item there, so we need to go to this detail page. So what I will do is, like, I need to trigger that event, like for example in here. So let me go there. Like whenever run this application, I need to catch that event. So for example in here, I click this photo. So what I will do is I will go back, and I will go back and just put that code inside of that. I'm just binding the data like in the IK photo, like in that in that object thing. So let me go there. So this is my object, like the IK photo, and like through here I'm just binding my binding my objects through here. So what can I do is like every single photo is one object. So every single photo is, like the IQ photo. So what can I do is, I can select this thing, like, whenever this is loaded, I can attach a new code like grid view photos, selected change, selection change. Whenever this selection change means like I click any single photo on the screen, we can define it in the main page as well, like when it is initializing, or we can define this thing in a main page loader side. So what I will do is basically, I need to define an object in order to pass to my detail page. So I will do that in here. So that will be my selected photo. My selected photo will be my grid photo and selected item. This selected item, I know that it is just, my object selected photo, and I can get it like this. So when we have a look at that, so basically this is just the photo object I'm creating in here, and then I am assigning that selected object as my object. So this is just a basic thing, and then we need to send this thing to the another page. So what can I do is I can use application XAML the CS in order to pass this parameter, or I can use just the parameter, but let's make it simpler. Let's create a global constraint inside of the detail page, and then we can access there, and we can get this selected photo through there. So what I will do is I will define a public equal photo selected, let's call it selected image. With this image, I can easily assign any object in here. I can pass any object through this one. So what I will do is I will go back, and I will create a new object from my detail page. I will create a new instance from there. I will call it the D page, and this D page will be like this. And what can I do is I can access D page selected image through here. This means I can pass this parameter, this object, through here. So if I will go back, this is just a basic one. I just assign in here. I will send it to my detail page. So what I will do is right now everything is ready. I need to navigate it. I will use window.current.content will be my detail page. So whenever I do this thing, whenever I select any photo on my grid view, I will navigate to the detail page. So this is okay, and I will go to the detail page. Here it is. So this is my public, this is my public object. What I will do is I will just load this data whenever the page is loaded. So again, this dot loaded in my detail page. So what I will do is, first of all, in my detail page, so there is a title. I will assign that thing first, the page title. So page title dot tags equals to my selected photo, selected image dot title. So this is the first thing. Another thing is we have bindings and the other stuff in here, the all other data, all other detail. But we call this grid view, sorry for that, this grid as a detail grid. So whenever I give a source to this grid as a data context, so I can bind this data through that, for example, this, the binding, like in here, like the title, like with the binding, I can easily bind those information, those properties, like from here. So what I will do is I will go back to detail page, XAML, CS, and I will select the detail grid first of all, and I will just select the data context will be my selected image. So this means whenever I select anything there, so I will just to show that related data. Let's build this project and let's run it, how it will look like, and we can continue after that. So as here, so whenever I click here, I can go to detail, like as you see, like the title is here, my image is here, like as you see, like the city, like Istanbul, like everything is here, like I can easily access that. So this is clear, right? Is there any questions so far? So let me check the questions. So there is a suggestion, we can move to the link. So, like in order to have more attendee and also like record these sessions, like, we will continue like this, but, this might be one of the options, so we will check it. So, the video I have, the published on my blog, so you can visit my blog and you can, get it from there. The video is not working. Which video is not working? Which video? So go ahead. Thanks. So what will we do is right now, like, we have the basic right now. Like, we have application which has navigation and which can, then go to the next page. So right now we will go back to our topic, like the tiles and notifications. Again, we have 200 samples, like, in every session. I am just, highlighting it. Again, I will highlight that thing as well. So what will we do is, like, we will go to, for example, application tile badge sample, tiles and badges sample. So we will go there and we will check it first. And then after that, we will integrate some features into our application. So let's see. So by the way, like, if you have any question, please just let me know. Let me check it. Your blog link recording video is not working. So, let me go there. So this is on the, like, that's on YouTube. Like, please make sure, like, YouTube is working in your country. If you're based in Pakistan, I guess, like in Pakistan, like YouTube is not supported, because of that you may not see it. So, like, if you wish, I can publish on that video on the YouTube as well. So, like, in here, like, it is just working. So, like, you can get it from here. So, like, please let me know if you have problem with YouTube, like, I can record it as well. I guess, I replied this question. So, like, I open the tile sample. So what I will do is I will just run this application, and then, let's see what kind of features we do have. And after that, like, I will try to put it there. So that was a question. Let me check it from Leslie. So Leslie is saying that impossible to follow. Leslie, I guess, it might be related with your connection. I'm really not sure if everyone is facing with the same problem. This is our third call, like, at least like the fourth call, like, if we add like the resources part as well. So we haven't faced this problem before. Sorry for that. So if we will go back to our topic, like, we will just, go back to the tiles. Like in tiles, as you see, like, there are some sample scenarios, like the select a scenario, for example, the send tile notification with text. This is just sending lots of text inside of your application. For example, I will just send a notification. Whenever I send a notification, it is just generating an XML output in here, and we are just using this XML output in order to show, in order to display our data. For example, you know, it has like 3 different types of tiles. Like the first one is like, you know, like tile, square tile, and there is one white tile, and the other one is like, you know, the large tile. So like all of them has, you know, the different content, like, you know, like as text, you know, they have the different, but you know, we can change it as well. So for example, in here, like they are just, you know, they're showing the same data to user. So what will we do is, you know, basically we will go back and, you know, we will check the tiles. So whenever we run this application, like the applications are appearing in here. So let me search for tiles. Here it is. It is on pin from start screen. I guess it is on start screen. So before that, I guess, you know, yeah, here it is. So I can see it in here, you know, I can get the detail, but you know, this is just for the white tile. So if I go back to large tile, so you know, again, you know, I can get a detail. So if I will go there and change it to the medium, again, you know, I can get the detail regarding the medium as well. So, you know, there are lots of variety of choices. Like, you know, I will select small and it will be like this, but I just wanted to see in the white size. So this is just a basic sample, and what can we do is we can just have a look at that code side. Like, you know, let me go back, like send text tile, most probably this one. So like, you know, whenever it is just sending an update, let me go there, like update with the text tile, click, this is here. So what it does is basically, it is just creating in like that template, and after creating that template, it is just filling that template with the data. So like this, you know, you can use it in here and you can show like the different types of the data to your user, and in here as well, like, you know, you can show it a different thing as well. So what it does is end of the code, like, you know, the tile update manager, it is just calling this one, like create tile update for application, and it is just updating this object. Like, you know, this object means, like, you know, we have created a you know, the content for our application as a tile. We are just showing in here. So basically, it is just using a library for that. So this library is named notification extension. So, you know, which is coming with sample code, like this sample code, and it is just generating this XML output on behalf of us, and it is just, you know, giving the content and then generating it. So what will we do is we will do the same thing. You know, I will just, you know, copy and paste this solution, like the notification extension. Then, you know, I will add into my project and I will use as it is. So like here, like the notification extensions. Then after that, you know, what I will do is I will use my existing content in order to display this kind of data. So let's go back to tile sample and let's see what else do we have. So for example, send tile notification with local images. You know, this will be the case for us. So because, you know, we are using the local images inside of our application. So here it is, like the MS dash, you know, the epics, you know, we will use this thing, this the format in order to show the local photos. So let's see that, like send tile notification with like the local images. Whenever I press this button, like, you know, it is generating a new code again, but, you know, with a different template. Like that was like the tile square text, but this is image right now, and I can see in here search source instead of like the text. Here is like a PNG file for that. Like with this PNG file, you know, I can get detail like regarding what it does. For example, this will be just a gray and red and also like the purple. Like, you know, as you see, like for the small tile, like the medium tile, I will have a gray image, for it is a white tile, I will have a red image, and for the purple one, like purple one will be for my large icon, large tile. So we just send that code, and if I can go back to my start screen, I can see the update in here. This is just red for the the white tile. If I can make it larger, it will be purple. If I make it like medium, then that will be like the gray. As you see, this is just so easy to implement it. This is just like a ready code, and we can do that easily. And last but not least, if we can go back, I just wanted to show you like the badge sample. The badge is really important. If there's an update, like you can update your application on the background with this feature. For example, let's say we have, for example, 42 updates. So if I click here, send badge notification, again, it is creating an XML format, and it's creating a value here, and it's just displaying that. Let's go back to our tile. What will happen? So as you see in here, we have 42 update for the badges on the badge. So this is related with my application. If I will go back, I can see in different variety of tile sizes. With the small tile, again, I can see it with the large tile. So this is really a nice feature to display on the tile, in order to inform your users, as I mentioned, for the email or different applications related with these kind of number of updates. So what I will do is, so I will go first with the badges, then after that I will integrate these photo local images sample inside of my application, because this is important, because I'm using the photo sample as well. Whenever I go to detail, I just wanted to display on the photo, or if there's a new photo, I can push from the server, or I can check on the background task, and that I can display it there. So I hope it is helping you to figure out in your scenario as well with your application idea. You can just select anything from here, and you can implement into your application. So what I will do is, first of all, I will go to badges, badge sample, the send badge. The send badge is this one, the update badge with the number. Here it is. I will just send the number, and then this will just create an instance and create an object of it. And after that, I will give that number to here. Then after that, I will update my badge manager, and I will create an application badge for my tile. So as you notice that, this is just a badge update manager, and the other one is the tile update manager. So we will see in the toast notification as well, there's another update manager. We are just using this thing to update our application. So what I will do is, I will go to this existing sample code, the destination, open folder in File Explorer. Whenever I right click the solution, I can see that. So I will get this notification extension solution into my application, and I will add this thing as a reference, and I will use it in my application. So I will just copy this one, and I will go to my photo, and I will go to my solution place. Here it is. I can add to here, it doesn't matter. So I just have my notification extension in here. Then I will just add into my existing solution with right click, add existing project. So it is here, notification extensions. Yes, I will edit inside of my application. So here it is. What I will do is I will just build this project first of all, and then I will add that reference into my existing application. So like here, like the notification extension. Then after that, I will be free to use those templates very, very easily. So everything is ready right now. So let's first, to integrate my badges, like the badge for my tile, and then let's see how easy it is. And then, we can continue with like adding other tile features as well. So basically, I just wanted to add this thing into my application. So whenever I open my application, so let me search for my app, like IK photo. Let me pin to my start screen. Here it is. So as you see, there is no logo there. So what I will do is I will basically change the logos as well. So first of all, whenever I check my application, I just wanted to see the badges in here. So if we can go there, so this means in my application, if I have for example 20 photos, I just wanted to show there I have 20 photos, or without opening that, I just wanted to see how many photos there. So what we are doing is we are just retrieving those photos in here, and we can get the numbers for that. So what I will do is I will go back to my the tile sample, and I will just copy and paste this badge lines. So what I will do is I will just get in here, and as you see, this couldn't find my object, so I will resolve them with the right click, and I will add them into my application. That's it. And also there's a badge update manager. I will right click there again. I will solve it with the Windows UI notifications reference. That's okay. So what I will do is right now, I have my photos, the list of photos in here. So I can get my list of photo numbers. So I can do it with the count. So I can get the data, and I can show and display it there. So let me build this application. Whenever I build it, I will have my solution build succeeded. So I will run my application right now. Let me see it. So data is loaded. Let's go back to start screen and let's see the tile. So as you see, there's a 31 update for my application. So this is the good news. We can use badges very easily in our application, and with every the tile sizes, we can use it. So what I will show you is how can we manage these tiles, these tile images through our application. So in Windows 8 applications, as you know, we have application manifest, in solution package application manifest. So whenever you go there, there is a section called visual assets in Visual 2013 release candidate. So as you see, there are some sections the all image assets, the just a square, just the little square, or white, or the square the big one, or square the badge one, store logo. There are different variety of the choices. So let me go back to my the sources, and I have some ready the assets for that. So if I will go there, and if I will go to my cities, I have some tiles. I will use these tiles as a reference for my application. I will copy all of them, and I will go back to my solution, and all logos are in here, in assets. You can see the logo, with the big one, the small logo, splash screen. I will remove all of them. I will remove all of them and I will copy my logos and I paste them here. So they are here right now. So I can see my logo, small logo or splash screen from here. So what can I do is whenever I go to here, for example, logo, I can see here for the white logo. So what can I do is let me copy this one and let me paste here and let me say white logo. So, and also you can see that the actual sizes. So this one 310 by 150 and same thing by 150 by 150. This is just a square. The big square one, again, I can use my square logo, and you can use this kind of features. And same thing with the normal logo, the small logo. And what else? The store logo, we do have the badge logo. It's up to you. Splash screen, it's here as well. So you can use all of these kind of logos in your application. So whenever you check from all images and assets, you can see an overall which kind of logos you have and which kind of things you can provide. And then this is just showing in your application or Windows Store. For example, when you go to Marketplace, some of your logos are displaying there, and you can manage them through here. So which is really helpful for you, just going there and just filling all of the related files from here. So let me build this project, and let's see how it will look like. Project is there. Okay, so there's a package manifest badge logo. So we don't have to use this badge logo, so we can remove that part. So let me go back to the application manifest side. So if I go to Visual State, I don't have to use this badge logo. So let me remove that, and that's it. So if you have a background task and which is working on the background, and you can use this logo and you can show on the your start screen, lock screen. On lock screen, you can display as a logo there is an update or not. So it is built is succeeded. Let's run this application first and let's see how it will look like. So as you see, there is a splash screen and start screen. If I will go back, I will see the details regarding my app here. So this is just a medium size. I can see the wide size, and at the same time I can see in the large size as well. At the same time, I can see my badge here because we implemented there before, and we can get detail. So do you have any questions so far? We have seen how can we, just check the tile applications, which is really simple. We can see how can we use that, the sample in our application. At the same time, we can see, we have seen how can we integrate that batch into our application. And after that, we have seen how can we modify our application tiles like this in order to show the users, just being as a kind of the first door of our applications. So do you have any questions so far? If you have any question, please just let me know. So I will be watching here. So what will we do is right now, so I will go back to sample code and I will just integrate that local images part. So with the local images part, if you remember, there are 3 different size of images, and it's just updating with these images. So I will just copy this one, till here, and I will just integrate into my application with changing. So let me go back. So the idea is whenever I go to my application, if I will select this one, I just wanted to update my tile with my last visited photo. You can change this thing like due to your scenario. Like, if you have an update, you can check through the background task and you can display on your live on the tile, or you can just display the last 20, like last 10 photos, the last 5 photos. This is all up to your scenario. Like, I just wanted to show you how can you do that. So basically, whenever we navigate to like this page, like the detail page, I will just update my tiles where it is here, like it will be here, and then we can implement into here. So here it is, like this will be the image. So let me resolve like the unknown objects. I resolve like the tile square, like the image, like the big one. So here it is. So what I will do is like I will just show my images in here. In order to do that, I will use this local image parameter here, and after that I will just use my selected image URL. Then second one is like image alt, just image name, like let's give the name like the selected image dot text or title, just to show it. And same thing for the white tile. So what I will do is for the white tile, I will just go to this text and I just wanted to update with selected image with title. And for the image resource, again, like what I will do is I will go there and select the image URL. I will use the same thing. And for the alt, I will use the same thing with the title. I'm just trying to make it simple as possible. So for example, in here, like the square one, so it is just requiring a source and the alt. Like, what I will do is I will just copy this one and pass it to source. And for the alt, I will just copy this one and I will pass it here. So here it is. And after that, what will we do is we will just update this tile update manager. So again, I need to resolve that one. This is resolved with the notifications, and that's it. Let me build this application and let me run it, how it will look like. Okay, if I run this application, I will go to details. For example, let's select this one, like the image on the photo, like, I just select this one, I close it. So whenever I close it, this is just updating my last visited photo. So like here, this is just a large one. If I make it medium, like, I can see in here with the updated one. At the same time, I can see it in a wide perspective as well. And also with the text. There are lots of templates like this. In order to see all possible templates, so we can go back to the sample side, sample code, sample in here. So let me go back. So there is a scenario, like the 6th scenario, like the preview all tile notification templates. So when you move here, like, you will see that, like, for example, in here, tile white with the image, tile white with the, the image collection. At the same time, like, there are lots of possible possibilities. So you can see here, like the square one, like you can see that, like, you can see the like different things. So the good thing is, so this is just providing you like which kind of text or inputs does it need. At the same time, it is just showing how it will look like. So at the end of the day, like, it is just showing in here as well, like the output of it. And then, you can go to your application, integrate this one, and then, have the same visuals like this. There are lots of possibilities, to just go there and just check it, which is really nice. Most probably you will really like it. So, like, again, like, if you have any question, please just let me know. So is everything clear? So like, basically we have seen like the badges, like the tiles, like the live tiles. So right now what can we do is we can have a look at that to toast notification. So with the toast notification, again, like, this is just so easy, and what will we do is we will go back to like the code sample, and we will see that how it will look like, and then we can integrate into our application. So I will go to code samples and toast notification samples. So I will go there and I will run this one, toast sample. And also, I will share this code like through the SkyDrive, and also you can get it, like, you can check step by step, you can debug it, and you can get more details regarding that. So let me run this toast notification sample. So for example, in here, like the toast notification, basically this one, for example, with the text. So on the right top side, like, you can see a message which is showing like this. Or there's a different template with the header, with the text. For example, like, there's a like big header, and also like, the text in here, like the bold text, the normal text, and the second body text. Like, there are again like different type of templates. So like the end of the day, it is just again like the creating a XML output, and like creating a toast visual and template using the template. Like as I mentioned before, you can check the templates from here and integrate into your application, and then you can use it easily. For example, like this kind of images, these kind of things, like you can use in your application. Like, as I mentioned before, there are lots of possibilities. Please go to these samples and check all of them one by one, and then most probably you will really be able to like integrate into your application. So what I will do is I will go to this sample with, I guess, scenario 2 with the images. Yes, this one. So what will we do is, like, I will just copy one of them. So for example, image with the text, I will just copy this one. And I will just copy this one to my, again, whenever I go to application details, I just wanted to show a toast notification as well. So, think about it. This is just just a sample to show it like in a very fast way. Like if you have a background task again, like, you can just check periodically, like on the background of the application or background of the operating system, and you can display this kind of updates to the user. Like if there is a new photo is available, or like if there is a new update related to like that user, like, you can just push those kind of data, and that will be easy. So what I will do is I will just resolve again like this thing through my class. And let me go back. So, and also let me get this toast notification in here. We are just going and checking the sample, and we are just getting the detail. So this is just so easy. So what I will do is, this is just a source and like the alt of photo, which is the same thing what we did in tiles. So I will just copy this one, and also like with Shift, Alt, and mouse, like, you can just select like the different area, like, you can just copy this one, and you can paste it like this as well. So, like, this will help you a lot, like, in order to like to create there easily. So what I will do is I will just build this one, and I will see what will happen. We have integrated toast notification successfully. And the build has been successfully. So will it be enough? So let's see. Like now I run this application again. Whenever I go to detail, but I cannot get a toast notification. But if I will go back, I can get a live tile update, which is good, but I cannot get the toast notification update. So this is the important point. So what you really need to do is, like, you need to go to application manifest, and there is a section called so let me go down. So, like, there is a place like where you should enable your application. Like, this is just using a toast notification. So please go to your application side. So in your application manifest, in application, like, you will see that notifications. Like, in there, like, you will see that, like, if it is toast capable or not. So, like, you need to get a permission, because this will disturb the user, or this will display in front of the user screen. So, like, you can do this thing when the application is not open. So it is all up to your scenario. So right now I enabled, like, this can run anytime on the PC, and I gave that permission. Let me see what will happen. Again, I will go there and I will go to this one. As you see on the top of the site, like, we can see, like, body text wrap. Like, I guess we haven't updated the title, so, like, we can see the details in here. So, like, imagine, like, if application is not opened, so you can display there, like, you can just inform the people regarding to that update. So if we can go to, like, the detail. Yes, here it is. So we just updated the alt, so we haven't updated the title. So with this change, like, the title will be changed as well. So you can get a detail regarding that. So let me run this application. Whenever we go to, like, the detail, for example, this one, so, like, I can see the detail and, like, to see the text box detailed in here. So, like, what we did is we just, went to the samples, like the 200 samples, which is really important for us. We just, just check the features. We decided for the features. We integrated tiles, we integrated the badge, we integrated live tile feature, at the same time toast notification feature, and application less than 1 hour. So, or less than 30 minutes. So what you will do is, you will just go to the samples, just to check the features and integrate into your applications. So, we are end of our call. So do you have any questions? We demonstrated badge, size, sample, and toast notifications. So we are end of the call right now. Like, if you have any question, please just let me know, like, through my, like, Microsoft email address, or through my Twitter address, or through my, like, blog. You can check, like, all updates. And also we have Facebook group. Please go there and please join. Like, if you have any question or if you have any problem, like, regarding Windows 8 development, these are the places to ask, and these are places to get more information. So, do you have any questions so far? Okay, there is a time. So, like, just go to, like, please that. Nothing is clear. Okay. Things are clear. So, like, again, every single time I'm just, highlighting that, because, this is really important. Like, there are 200 samples, which is related with every single feature of Windows 8. Like, just go there and just check it, and after that, like, you can be able to, like, integrate these kind of features into your applications. So this is a really good news for, like, your app and your development phases as well. So this will really help you a lot. So if you don't have any question, I will just close this one. And for the second, for the another the session, again, like, we can go, like, you can go to my blog address, and you can watch recorded video and at the same time you can get more detail regarding the sessions, like upcoming sessions. So today we covered like the files and notifications. Next week there is no session because of the holiday, public holiday, religion holiday in Turkey. So what we will do is we will, and also in the all region. So what we will do is we will continue to next week, to the week after, like the 23rd of October, and we will talk about system contracts, like the search, share, like settings, or these kind of stuff, and like week by week we will continue again. So the question is, why does selected image.text is not reflecting on the large tile? So like especially I mentioned that there are lots of templates, so we are just picking one of them, especially on large tile. Like this template is just for the image, so there is no place for displaying the text. So like if you will go back to the code side, and also there was no place for like the header or something like that. So let me go to here. So this is just for the large tile. So in large tile, it is just getting an image source, which is here. But this alt is whenever you move to like that one, so it is just displaying that additional information that regarding that image. But in here, for example, in white tile, we just we gave like the text caption wrap.text, which is we are assigning this title to this text box. So because this template is image and text, but in here this is just the image. So like the same thing with like medium size as well. So just go back to like to check all the templates. So what we have there. So like it is up to you. Like that most probably there is also another one, image and text as well. Like with this one, so you can use a text. For example, let's try to do that. I haven't used that before, but text one. So what I will do is I will just add image and text in here. Okay. So most probably there is a content like text caption wrap, like the text. Most probably this one, like the selected photo title. If I build this one, if I will go to the details, let's see that how it will look like. I haven't checked the template yet. So this is okay. If I will go back. So as you see, like on the large tile, you can see this text as well. Like, just go back to the sample, just check the old templates with the previews. Then, you will be able to to see all the details, all the differences between those, between all of them. So the question is, how can we create a update? Like how can we update live tile using the background task? So especially there is a the session recording on Vimeo. Again, I have recorded there. So Vimeo.com, like the IQ launch. So whenever you go there, you will see that there are lots of videos. Same thing with the YouTube channel. Especially I recorded a video regarding the background tasks. In there, you can get more details regarding the background task in here. So, and also you can see how can you use it in your application. Just go there and just use this one. So let me just copy and paste it in. So Shashank is asking that got it, but confused without. Yeah. So this is not the same thing with the text. Yeah, this is just alt. So just go there and just check these templates. Then you will have like some creatives in your minds, and then your application will really rock. So like if you have another question, please like send it to my email or just through the Twitter. So thanks for joining for the call today. So like hope to host all of you on our next call. So thanks, and have a nice day. Bye bye.